bane of my existence. Anyway, looks like we're good. Let me know if the webcam freezes up. And let's go. So, we just had this huge fight outside the city gates. Do you think they're going to let us in? I mean, we're just a bunch of strangers that have turned up. Have we brought this trouble with us? Let me see. Is there anyone I can talk to here?
Moving ahead.
Come on. I have a gorgeous looking paladin in a fancy robe and a big spiky morning star now. So cool. It looks like we are welcome in the Emerald Grove. This sounds like a druidy sort of a place, doesn't it?
You let them! There are children here, you fool!
We was running for our lives.
You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
Someone took a druid. This sounds like a job for a wandering hero. Let's call in and see. Oh, hang on. We've got something on Twitch here, which is driving me mad. I can't see. There's a Twitch drop thing, but I can't see the damn. I can't get rid of it. Dismiss the message. Go away. There, I can talk to people now. Hey, Bob, how's it going? No one hates the way that IT folk can hate computers. It's like a love-hate relationship because I wouldn't have a business if it wasn't for Microsoft. Let's be honest. They mess things up so much it keeps me in business fixing them for people. But at the same time, it's so frustrating when things just don't work as they should by the book. But that's computers. So Zevlor's not happy because this guy led a load of goblins to them. Where there's one goblin, there's 10. I'm leaving before the horde shows up. No, I am here. I am. Remember, folks, I have to play the folk hero in this. I am a devotion paladin, so I have to help the innocent and defend the weak. But I'm also a folk hero, so to get my inspiration up, I have to. And I think the inspiration is used for re-rolling dice rolls that you don't like the look of. I think we'll see how that works when we've earned some. But yeah, I need to go and do my paladin hero thing. Druid, those goblins didn't take any prisoners. You can cough up my payment now. I like that. Let's go that one. They didn't take prisoners.
We lost him back at the ruins. Whole place is crawling with gobbos.
He trusted you.
Nobody forced him to go with us. He insisted. And when things got tough, he couldn't keep up. Simple as that.
My God, you're a coward.
The human's eye twitches. He's about to blow.
Let's have a look. Take a swing at the tiefling. Take a swing at the human. Intimidation. If you want me to take on both of you, I will. Otherwise, knock it off. Persuasion. More violence won't bring back those you lost. Stop and think. This is a job for a paladin. Oh, yeah. Let's get the guidance going in on this. So I have a bit of persuasion proficiency and a little bit of charisma. So I'm getting at least +5 on this roll. This is a tricky roll. Oh, to miss it by a point. Oh, wait. No, the D4 came good. I needed that one, though.
You're right. There's too much at stake.
Worried about your precious hides, the both of you.
Enough! Squabbling is pointless. The goblins have found us.
At least we agree on that.
I will deal with the goblins.
Could be on their way.
For a suitable fee, of course, to cover my expenses.
About this parasite than a few goblins. They need a healer.
Yes, we have a few things to sort out here. What I will do, though, is a few places we can go here. You romanced Laziel and you dumped her for Shadowheart. Tut. Doesn't sound like a very heroic thing to do. That'll cause a bit of discord in the party, surely. By the way, folks, I don't know if you can hear the voices on stream okay. They seem to come out on the recordings that I made. But for me, the voices are very, very quiet. This apparently is a known bug that is being worked on, because I'm not the only person to have come across this. I think it's a bit too late for my healing skills here, and I can't loot the guy, sadly.
Not now. Please.
What about to Kaldami?
Have some respect. This really isn't the time to talk.
Well, okay, should we just loot him and run away? Let's just see what this brings us to. I'm looking for herbs, I'm looking for spices. I'm looking for... Oh, this is the guy's stuff. Yeah, I'm not supposed to be taking any of this.
Barcelona, Our Lady of Silver. Please. Make me rest.
Okay, I'm going to not steal it
Hurt anyone.
because
He
I
always knew what to say.
fear that that is something that,
When I was homesick.
in full view of them, that might cause a little bit of a, let's say, awkward situation. Hey, Catherine, just dropped by to say hi. Loved your short video of your party getting blown up. Catch you later. Okay, cheers. Go and say hi to Tom from us. And tell him I expect those shovels to be priority delivered. For those of you who don't know what that's about, I've been watching the Voice of Todd stream. He started this at 12 today. He has found shovel after shovel after shovel, whereas the game doesn't seem to want me to go digging up treasure. It won't give me one. I'm sure we'll find one somewhere. There's a squirrel. There's a squirrel called Timber. I have animal care. I can talk to
speak up.
the squirrels. I need, like, a proper druid. I need someone with the spell. What's he going to do? Is he going to squish it under his boot?
The squirrel lunges at your foot
What?
and bites it.
Animal handling. Dexterity is tempting to kick the damn thing, but I actually have some skill in this. Probably not enough. I need a druid or a barbarian. Oh, wow. I can talk nuts to the squirrels. We're good.
You follow the squirrel's gaze to a pair of clumsy, ugly feet. Your own, on her territory. Looking around, her territory extends from one end of the grove to another.
Kick her. Scold her with a click of your tongue. I don't like any of these options, actually. But I've gone down this road now, so... Well, that didn't work. Oh, I can roll again because I've got inspiration. This probably isn't the most important thing to use it on, but I am going to roll it again. That should be enough. Yeah, that's got it. Because we're learning how this works.
She studies you for a moment before twitching her ears. Compromise. After a final squeak of warning, break the rules and there will be trouble. She scurries away.
I like her. Okay. So we convinced him to let us walk on her territory. On their territory. He left us a small trinket to keep us away from the trees. You receive a hyena ear. Combine 3 of these. Okay. Interesting. I wonder. I bet if we had an animal talking person, we could have actually talked to them and maybe learned something cool. Who knows? This looks like a secret place along here. I like this. You kicked it, Andre? Oh, you beast. Absolute beast. What went ting 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 there? Bugbear used opportunity attack. Oh, that's the end of the... No, it's not. It's not the end of it. Flipping heck, where did he come from? Well, that was a stupid thing to do, wasn't it? That was an entirely stupid thing to do, because he's walked right into us. We've got the bow, so switch to the melee sets. And I guess we will... Nothing special we can do. What's that one? A sneak attack? We don't need to do that, though, do we? That is automatic, surely. I'm pretty sure it is, but... Or is it not? The extra damage against the foe you have advantage against. Can I have a look at the combat log, please? So 9 piercing damage. So we've got attack roll, good. Damage roll, 2. 1d4 plus 3. Is that what that does? I don't know what that does. Anyway, that doesn't really matter. We've still got a bonus attack on him, I think. Have we not got a bonus attack? Miss. Okay.
Concentrate.
What are you doing down there? That's unlikely to hit. 40% chance to hit. That's awful. But it hits, so, I mean, we'll take it.
Well, so much for peace.
Right, this guy is doomed now. We've got a heart stopper. Possibly inflicts chest trauma. Target loses an action. Oh, this is my awesome... tell you what, let's just add a bar onto this. We'll sort these out a bit better later, but we've got the options there now. Let's... well, let's do it. Big, spiky metal thing. Chest trauma. That means he loses an action? I think it means he loses an action.
No gloom, all doom.
I could whack him with the staff, but there's no need. It's a shame Witch Bolt is a spell, because it sounds pretty good. However, it does have nice effects. So we're just going to do something cheap. And I think we're going to go... Cantrip? 36%. Why was that so low? Why was there... I don't know, is the answer. But that thing shouldn't have an action, unless it just loses its movement. Nope, it just doesn't get to go. Awesome. Go on, stab him. A piercing strike. Comes back after a short rest. Don't think we're going to need it. Aha! Aha! Nice! Okay, first off, we need to figure out what this thing was doing here. We have another Morning Star. I wonder... Dragon Egg Mushroom, a basic poison. Send that to Astarion. Take that. Send that to Shadowheart, because I have a feeling
My faith will guide me.
she might be able to use that being a cleric. So that would be 2 to 9 damage against this magic spear. Let's see. She's on... Damage is 2 to 7 on the range. 2 to 9 now, but it's not magic. However, she can use it and there's no penalty. Does that give her an extra chance to hit? When the spear misses its target, the wielders' next attack rolls against 2 strike. Excuse me, that looks pretty good though, doesn't it? Hey Tom, nice to see you. Have you finished your stream already? What are you doing over here? I thought you were streaming for a couple more hours. Hey Cool, nice to see you. And Tobo Blue? Welcome folks, welcome. Clerics can use all types of bludgeoning weapons. Yeah, I'd never thought of that. Because it's technically not bludgeoning this, is it? It's piercing. Yeah, it's a piercing weapon. But it is a cleric-y type of thing, is it? Lump of metal on the end of a stick. Sounds very cleric-y to me. I will hold on to that. Just because these look cool and fun, and they're not something you often see used in D&D games. So we've got him done. I mean, there's somebody dead up here. I'm going to go up here, and then we're going to level up from up here.
I've a lot on my mind, and, well,
An improved mace.
in it.
Well, if you put spikes on
press ahead.
any weapon, it generally becomes improved, I find. Applies to baseball bats, cricket bats, maces, in this case. Shoes. We'd have to loot. We'd have to do a stealthy,
Peer
steely
through
loot.
the telescope.
Well, it wouldn't need to be stealthy. That doesn't look good. Why is that coming towards us? Perception. Squint at the distant object, trying to make out further details. Focus the telescope on the distant object, trying to get a clear view. They're both perception. I'm going to focus it first. I have no perception on this. Maybe I should have used Astarion for this. I'll know for future. But we definitely get our guidance, and we need just a bit of luck. And that was it. Nice. The dice roll of doom. All right, pop into the shops. Go get some coffee. Coffee is the fuel that powers us content creators. You always played as a cleric, and it's one of the best weapons to use as a cleric. Going back to the days of Eye of the Beholder, my early foray into D&D games.
You see a dragon circling like a bird of prey, hunting.
I think they had Morning Stars in that, but I don't think they were any better than like a standard Warhammer. Like back in the older version of D&D, there wasn't as big a difference between the weapons with the special effects and bonuses as there is now. Shit, he moved left. Move him to the left.
The telescope points to the left.
Okay, move it to the right.
The telescope points straight ahead.
So they're fully aware of us.
The telescope points to the right.
That was it. We've been in there. So she had probably seen everything we'd done then. We saw a big dragon. Ye old dragons. So what have we got here? This is Nadira. Soul coin. Don't know what they're for yet. Scroll of Featherfall. Send that to Gale. Missives of Candledeep. A select collection of the most notable letters sent from Candledeep. Many are dry reports of celestial movements or incomprehensible details of arcane rituals. However, this letter catches your eye. Okay, I'm going to read this out. I don't read all the stuff that we find in books, but this is a letter, not just a random book, so it's possibly more important. To the sage Elminster, over the past year, I've delivered many of your letters to Master Gorion. So I wanted to be the one to deliver this sad news. Alas, he is with us no more. Gorion, I've recognised that name from somewhere, and his ward left Candlekeep soon after your last letter to him arrived. They departed in the middle of the night, but were waylaid shortly after on the road to Beregost. The gate warden tells me that Gorion saw to it that several of his attackers joined him in the next world before he was struck down. I hope this brings you the same grim comfort it brings me. Of his ward, there was no sign. In some better news, I received your letter to the library and was able to find much of the material you requested. It has been carefully secured and will travel with this letter. Yours in honour, Tristan P. Shale, librarian at Candlekeep. P.S. Hope you'll forgive my curiosity, but I might ask, why do you need so much information about Balspawn? What exactly are you working on? Well, we will probably never know. Steal. Does anyone... no one complains. Good. So the party doesn't mind me stealing from dead people. That's fine. Oral histories of Faerun, Gith and Mind Flayers. Should probably read this one. You not seen anyone find a telescope before? Oh, well. So, you got something new on this. Hey, Curmudgeon. Nice to see you. As always. So, this book comprised several chapters, one for each cited source. It claims to contain first-hand transcriptions of the oral histories of several storytellers throughout the realm. Some history book on Mind Flayers, which I do apologise, folks, if you're into reading these lore books and things in games. I read anything that looks like it's a quest, and usually the letters that might lead to a quest, but the books, I tend not to, because it's hard to tell which ones are important ones that relate to something you have to do, and which are just background information. And you can blame Skyrim and Oblivion and Morrowind for defeating me on that aspect, with their millions and millions of lore books. However, if you do want to read what was in there, if you quick with your fingers, you can pause the stream on YouTube and rewind it and watch it back there. If you're watching live, of course. Let's go and talk to this person. How did the bugbear get past you?
Glad you were here for those goblins. Picked one off yesterday myself. Shot her through the throat. Well, that should have killed her, but she kept gasping. Clawing at the arrow.
Your first kill? Don't worry, it gets easier. Wish I'd seen that. It's boring when they just drop dead. That makes me sound like a psychopath. Taking life always has a cost. You have to feel it or you will lose who you are. Devotion Paladin? I think she would respond well to that one.
I had the same thought. And it's just going to keep happening.
Which doesn't get me any particular effect whatsoever. I probably should have said it gets easier, but... have we done the gatehouse bit? There's the body gone. Because there was a body up there before. The body's gone, so you're going to talk now?
To ask.
Glad you made it inside. Doubt we'll be safe here for long, though. There'll be more coming. Goblins hunt in packs.
I prefer it when they hunt in packs, because it's easier to hunt them down and kill them. You could hold off a horde of goblins from this position.
Maybe, but we're not fighters. If they broke through, it'd be a massacre. The sooner we leave for Baldur's Gate, the better.
Ooh, you don't want to go to Baldur's Gate. There's always trouble at Baldur's Gate. How far away are we?
If the road was clear, 10 days walk maybe? But while the goblins are out there, it might as well be the other side of the world.
All right, I'm going to go and talk to this guy here now that he's recovered from his friend's death. And see if I can get any information on what was going on.
Aradin's back with his tail between his legs. I'm glad for your help, but I'd hoped you were Halsin.
Let's skip the local drama. I'm a wandering folk hero. I can't say things like that. Who's Halsin?
The druid in charge of this grove. At least, he was. Guess if he didn't come back with Aradin, that might not be the case.
We have a quest. Wait, hang on.
No more trouble. Yet.
Oh, that's it. I was going to ask about local healers and stuff. Right, let's get leveled up because this could be fun. We like leveling up. Yeah, it's nice actually that they cut... I noticed they cut a lot of the things out of D&D rules that generally slow things down, like no long rest required. You'll notice if you watch the last stream, I wasn't aware of that, so I thought you had to go to camp to sleep and rest and level up. So that's really cool. And I think it looks like they've cut out the detect magic spell, right? So you no longer have to detect magic to see if every flipping sword and thing that you pick up is magical. It just shows as magical, which is great because it loses a little bit the D&D wonder and awe of finding that magical thing and casting the spell to see if it is, but also it just cuts out a whole lot of time sink. So we do Paladin level up, and we... Do I get to choose? I don't... These are just my spells, aren't they? So I get Sacred Weapon. Turn your weapon into a sacred weapon. It has a higher chance of hitting and emits a bright light. It's for 10 turns. But it's an action, so... And I get to turn... It's basically turn undead. Oh, it's actually nearby Fey and Fiends. They're forced to flee and cannot close to you. So it's not undead. When it said unholy, and there's a picture of a skeleton there. It's Fey and Fiends. That's interesting. Don't hurry to complete here until you find the girl Karlach. Okay, I'll keep an eye out for her. They should add a long rest required for level up. Feels more realistic and more importantly prevents a weird trick in the middle of combat. Yes, you shouldn't be able to just level up in combat. That would be... Well, I can see an argument for it. I mean, not for learning the spells and stuff. But suddenly you're on fighting, I don't know, a demon or something, and you find a new move and you skewer it in its testicles and you think, aha! There's its weak spot. And suddenly you gain experience and you know where to hit it and you can do more damage and you've got a better chance of hitting. So maybe... I don't know why sticking a knife into a demon's testicles was the first example I could think of, but maybe that says something about me. We'll keep an eye out for it. So I don't think there's anything to choose from there. So preparing spells. We're going to stick with... I like Thunderous Smite. Divine Favour. Your weapon attack deals an additional damage. And that's a bonus action for 3 turns. I think I'll keep the smites going. I don't think... I mean, that does like 3 to 12 additional damage, but only if they hit. Something like that might be a lot more useful when you get multiple attacks per turn. Shield of Faith. Protection is not what we want. Heroism. The Searing Smite. Deal an extra 1 to 6 fire damage and set your target on fire. I really should be doing that. It looks like it can go off as a bonus action. So what would I drop? The Compelled Duel. The command. We have someone with command already, so I'd probably drop that. And let's take that. If we find something that's weak to fire, I mean, it makes total sense to have some fire damage on hand, doesn't it? And the Cleric. Right, what have we got? We've just got Cleric level up. We gain a load new spells. Let's go straight to preparing spells. We got level 2, which is awesome. Does it say how many level 2 slots we've got, though? We get those automatically, I'm guessing. Right, let's have a look. So level 2, we've got 1 selected. A Prayer of Healing. Heal all allies you can see for 2d8. That's not bad. Spiritual weapon, a floating spectral weapon that attacks your enemies alongside you. And that's a bonus action. That's useful. So we can have any number of spells. Sorry, we can have any level of spells, but only so many prepared ones. So if I were to cancel, say, inflict wounds, which I don't think I'll use, because it looks like it might go off a melee roll. Guiding bolt is always pretty nice. We'll keep command, and we want the basic heals. We've got aid. Heal your allies, increase their hit point maximum by 5. So they get 5 temporary hit points until a long rest. More useful at low levels, I think. No attunement for magic items. Yes, I appreciate that. Yeah, having a limit, like there was in Solasta, that was a pain. Lesser restoration. Cure a creature from disease, poison, paralysis, or blind. See, that is a clericy thing. I'm putting that in. So we've got that ready. A warding bond. Ward an ally, they gain resistance to all damage and a +1 bonus to their arm. Alright, that's quite nice. Protection from poison. Touch a creature to neutralize all poisons affecting it and grant it protection against poisonous influences until a long rest. So that's awesome. But that covers more things. Okay. If it was just poison, you would cast that. So I'd like to have that prepared as well. We're not going to be able to have everything though, are we? Hold person. Hold person is good. Calm emotions. Probably not. I like protection from poison. Enhance ability. Bestow a magical enhancement upon an ally. They gain advantage on ability checks with the chosen ability. Blindness. And silence. I like lots of these. We need those. They are emergency things. I don't see what I can really drop. I don't want to drop command because command sounds really good. And I don't know that we're meeting anything that's going to make us diseased and stuff yet. Do you know what? That sounds... We're a healer here. Let's go for it. I like the sound of that. And we'll get a hold person in once we get an extra spell slot. There's the plan. We're going for it. Hey, Ferian. Nice to see you. How's tricks with you? Let's accept that. It's slow going preparing the spells, but we're slowly getting there. Let's go for another spellcaster. You just like how level up in Baldur's Gate 3 feels? Like they just selected every choice for you and you just need to click accept. You like fiddling with a lot of stats and choices in previous editions. I know what you mean. I feel like I'm missing out on something here. Like I should be doing something more. But, well, I can probably live with it. So we've got 2 spell slots. Level 1 and level 2. That's good. And we can pick 2 spells from these. So obviously we're going to pick the level 2 ones, I think. Good old Melf's Acid Arrow. That's been around a long time. Magic Weapon. Knock. Ooh, knock is so good. But we have a thief in the party at the moment. However, if I could find... Yeah. If I can find someone who can maybe open locks for me, I can maybe drop a star in. Something to think about. A gust of wind. It pushes creatures back 5 meters, forcing them off balance. They can strength save. A flaming sphere. I tried casting that in Solasta and it was garbage. Probably better here because it can't be any worse, but having said that, you can move the sphere and it emits a bright light. I can see definite uses for that. Enlarge and reduce. Arcane lock. Lock a door. Run in the room with on the other side of the door's big troll and we lock the door. I like that. Blindness. Blur. Cloud of daggers. Conjure a cloud of spinning daggers that attack anyone inside. So it's concentration and it's for 10 turns. 4d4 slashing. I guess they'll move out of it. Crown of Madness. Instill madness in a humanoid enemy, making them attack the creature closest to them. I like stuff like that. It sounds like a bard spell to me. Dark Vision. Grant a creature the ability to see in the dark out to a range of 12 meters until a long rest. That could be useful. Focus your mind to read the thoughts of certain creatures while talking to them. It's not talk to the animals, though, is it? Would be useful. Traveller Spray, Disguise Self, Expeditious Retreat, False Life, Featherfall, Ice Knife. It does a lot of damage. Throw a Shard of Ice, it deals 1 to 10 piercing damage, explodes and deals 2 to 12 cold damage to anyone nearby. That one sounds really nice as well. There's some great ones in here. I'm going to go for Melf's Acid Arrow because it's traditional for a mage, and I am a traditional kind of D&D player. That's a good spell as well, is that? Detect Thoughts sounds fun. The daggers one, I like the sound of daggers, Catherine, I do. The Cloud of Daggers, because I am drawn to anything that causes damage. I like the idea of the Flaming Sphere, because it does cause damage, but it also emits light, and that might be really useful. Well, you know what? I'm going to take it. We'll probably find scrolls for the others. And also, it's like fire. And you know what I'm like? I'm drawn to fire. I can't resist the stuff. Let's see. We've still got this. Can't wait till I get Fireball. And everybody burns. Specialization. So he's going for Arcane Tricks now. I don't have to go with this. I can change his role. So the Arcane Tricksters are rogues with a clever touch of magic, using illusions and enchantments to keep their opponents on the back foot. So you gain 2 cantrips. Alright, nice. 2 spells. And a spell. And we get the Mage Hand. The Assassin. There you get Assassinate Initiative. You are deadliest against unprepared enemies. In combat, you have advantage on attack rolls against creatures that haven't taken a turn yet. That's really useful. Any successful attack roll against a surprise creature is a critical hit. That sounds really dangerous. Quick as an alley cat in a Rain Dark City, you immediately restore your action and bonus action at the start of combat. Okay, so if you're opening up with like a surprise ambush, I think that'll be quite useful. Interesting. That one's... I'm more tempted for that over Arcane Trickster. What about good old Thief? They use their skills in stealth and larceny to acquire whatever they wish, whether from a third-story window or the depths of long-forgotten ruins. Gain an additional bonus action. See, that can be super handy, especially as thieves can, or rogues can, like, hide, dash, disengage. So that can be super useful. You master the art of falling and gain resistance to falling damage. That initially sounds a whole lot better, doesn't it? Oh, let's make him... I kind of want to go with that because that's where his character arc is. But we have a lot of spells. Then again, if I can get him to get the knock spell, which might be that. I played one of these in, or something similar in the last Celasta run I did. I think I'm going to go Assassin. I think I'm going to go Assassin. Let's go Assassin. It kind of suits him a little bit. I'm justifying it that way. Okay, so we're not going to... What's in the fallen tree? Oh, we're going to sit on it. Okay, let's jump out. Let's remember to quick save as well. We have made that mistake before. Right, I think now we're good to go and talk to whoever lives in a grove like this. Right.
Forgive that display. Aradin's a blowhard, but that's no cause for me to join him. Thank you for your help out there. I'm Zevlor.
I'm Eric.
Well met. I should warn you, visitors are no longer welcome in this grove. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve.
Well, you see, I've got this maggoty thing in my brain. I have no quarrel with druids.
There have been several attacks by different monsters. The druids blame us outsiders for drawing them here. Nobody's welcome anymore. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters.
The ritual, is there no way to convince the druids to stop it?
I've tried. Korga, their new first druid, won't even see me. You, though... I know it's not your business, but she owes you for saving this place. Perhaps you could persuade her. For more time to prepare, if nothing else.
It sounds like a plan. I'm going to say I'll see what I can do.
Really? We're messengers now.
We'd owe you a great debt. If we're forced to leave now, we won't make it to the city. You'll find the druids at the heart of the grove. Please, make them see sense before more lives are lost.
I wish...
Find me in the caves. I need to let people know we're moving.
No worries. I wish there was a thing that notified you that this will end conversation if you click on it. If it's like something that you could feasibly tell would end the conversation, I can't tell from reading the text.
Let's have a look.
There was more stuff I wanted to ask him about, but I guess we'll get a chance to. Yay! Take all the food. Refugees ain't going to need it. A brimmed hat. Scruffy vagabond clothes. And, amazingly, some rags. Okay, we've got to do this. I'm sorry. I am sorry, Gale, but you are a wizard and everything. It's got to be done. You know, you're a wizard, Gale. Has to be done. We're in the hollow.
This is about your precious Baldur's Gate. I care about our lives. Our future.
I'm going to go see what this fight is first.
You just care about your stupid apprenticeship.
What's going on here?
Hells, we can't just leave. They're kin.
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blades and spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay. These people aren't fighters. We can help.
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
Okay. I want to roll persuasion, but I've got to do this, the paladin thing. Where the weak have need, the strong have a duty. Stay. Fueled by the oath they swore to uphold justice and righteousness, most paladins are a beacon of hope in dark times.
Just like I was saying, I don't want all these lives on my conscience. We need to stay.
Zerg. Fine. We'll stay. If we survive, it'll make for a good story, I suppose.
Thank you, Roland.
That easy? No roll?
The waiting's getting... How long until...
We should have left by now. Damnation. Instead, we're just sitting here, practically begging to be attacked. Staying is a mistake.
I will save everything. Why the rush to leave?
You don't understand.
So tell me.
My apprenticeship with Leroican begins shortly. I cannot be late. Yes, that Leroican. The greatest wizard in Baldur's Gate.
I've heard that name before. A young man, yes? Lives in Ramaz's tower in the upper city.
The very
I
same.
love the hat.
Word in Waterdeep has it he's a bit of a cad. But you say he's an accomplished wizard.
Of course he is. The greatest spellcaster along the Sword Coast. As if I'd settle for a lesser
You've been
mentor.
had, mate.
In that case, I'd very much appreciate it if you could arrange an introduction, should we reach the city.
Good idea. Powerful acquaintances never hurt. Hold on, I'm not sure about this. We need to go. We have a more pressing problem. Heard stories about Lorican. Not all of them good.
Common gossip. The byproducts of ignorance and jealousy. I've admired Leroican for years. Never dreamed he'd answer my letter. But I've worked myself to the bone for this. Few can match me in either magic or talent. The names Roland and Leroican will be known far and wide. You'll see.
Okay, I suspect he's going to be conned out of everything he's got or used as a pawn in some sort of magical game. He probably got an email from a rich Nigerian master wizard wanting an apprentice. And he just has to transfer all his money over first to cover the the immigration licenses and costs and magic fees and stuff like that. And he's clearly going to be a master wizard one day, that guy. Clearly.
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long.
Are you buying? I'm looking for a healer.
I pray no goblin arrow has grazed you. Nettie could put you to rights. She should be with the others in the inner chambers. But I doubt she'll be taking on new patients. The grove will be locked down soon.
So we hear. You're locking down the grove?
I know it's drastic, but more monsters seem to terrorize this region every day.
What about the people here?
We druids will be safe. As for those that took refuge here, well, may Sylvanas guard them as they continue their travels.
Oh dear, we can't have that. It seems like most of the tieflings, they'll be fine, they have devilish powers. You just said the region's overrun by monsters, they won't survive by themselves.
As I said, it's a drastic measure. But the survival of the grove is paramount. There just aren't enough supplies to support everyone.
What are you selling?
Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
Right, is he buying... Oh, he's got lots of nice stuff, actually. We're going to try and not buy any weapons and armor and stuff, because we're going to try and loot those. It's always the best way to get them. However, can we just sell all the crap? Do I have to double... I picked up a skull. Where the hell did I get a skull from? Bowls. There is a button to sell all the wares, isn't there? I thought there was a button to sell all the wares. I can't see it. So let's sell... We don't want to sell the caustic bulbs, but rags and stuff and crafts of water cups. Yep. Is there a way to quickly do this? We can't just do shift click or something? Because I could drag them over. Scruffy back. I've picked up some real crap, haven't I? Portrait of Bane. I might sell that. 7 candles. You might have been able to use those for crafting. I'm not sure. A bloodstone. We don't know what those are. Oh, screw it. I'm selling it. We'll find out what they're for later. Right. All the books. Oh, it doesn't do that. Is there not a thing we can just do? Sell all. Couple of instruments, necklaces, some magic gloves, and, well, actually not magic gloves. Fancy shield, leather armor, clothes. I am carrying a huge pile of oh, wait, what was that? Was that a shovel? It's a mace. It doesn't look like a mace, but it is definitely a mace. Well, if I get rid of all the heavy stuff. If anyone knows a shortcut for selling like lots of crap at once, or a something you can hold down, I thought shift might do it. Control, alt. They don't seem to. Does that drag things over? Good. Ah, okay, so we've hit our limit there, what we can sell to this guy. Has he got anything we want, though? I mean, he has a shovel. I'm having a shovel. We're going to go back and dig that treasure up. We're going to do that right away before I forget. The everything soup. I don't think we need food. And some arrows. Scroll of a speak with... Now, did we have... I think we got something that allowed us to do that. Scroll of shatter, melts acid arrow, dark vision. I said I wasn't going to buy any spells and stuff. The dragon's grasp. Burned alive deals an additional 1 to 4 slashing damage onto burning targets. It's a nice axe. As I say, we're not going to try and spend ring of flinging. Wear against D4 bonus to throwing damage. That's interesting. Dies. I was looking for something that we could like use to speak with the animals, but I'll buy a scroll of dark... Wow, that's expensive. A scroll of dark vision. Let's just try bartering at this. I need to offer... So he has to give me all that. Can I try barter? Oh, no, that just does it. Okay, well, it's done. Maybe I could ask for more. I'm not quite sure. You can mark stuff as wares in your inventory view. Then when you get to trade, you can sell all wares in the trade section. Where's the trade section? Cheers, Mills. I knew there was a mark all things, mark all wares, but I can't see a trade section in this. Oh. Aha. So he's still got some money. Let's get rid of... There's a stuffed bear. Curse of the Vampire. Confirm. Is that just... is that giving us cash? It is. Let's keep going until he's run out of money. A ritual staff. He's got next to nothing left there. There we go. We've cleaned him out. So there's a trade and barter. Okay, cheers. Okay, that seems to help. We've got other guys to sell stuff.
Sylvanus, guide your path.
Please tell me I didn't just sell the shovel. Did I sell the shovel? Oh god, we need to organize this. Sort by latest. Right, can we mark that as anything? No. I kind of wanted to mark that as something that could never be sold, but I don't think that's an option.
We're a long way from Waterdeep.
You may as well learn that. 100 gold to learn that. Camp supplies, inspiration points. Raven Feebleman, burning hands, protection from evil. He has those. Cool. Right, let's run back out and dig up the treasure.
The path less travelled.
I will... Oh, I don't need to do this, do I? I can do... I can do this, I think. Question is, can we get up? Well, we can. Hang on, there's a better way up than that. The roadside cliff. There we go. Aren't you excited to see what amazing loot we're going to go and gather up? Here's the first stop.
I am enjoying our walks together. Aren't you, gang?
Sure. In silence.
Can't use actions. Oh, okay, it was on digging up. We got the Scroll of Witch Bolt. Nice. Okay. Send to... Oh, pick up, because I'm on Gale, aren't I? And pick up as well. I guess the Featherfall could be used by anybody. Can we just do that? Why can we not do that? Why can we not reorder them? Does it even matter? I think I've broken this.
Interesting.
There, okay. I don't think that was necessary, but it just feels right.
Let's see what this does.
Feels so much better having a shovel now. We have the Arrow of Fire Damage. I will send that to Astarion, being the, I guess, the nearest thing we've got to an archer. So the roadside cliffs. Do we not have the emerald? Yes, we do.
What did you mean before, Gale? A woman with shadows for eyes, you said.
Merely that if the eyes are the mirror...
Alright, let's get back to it. I only did that
No offense taken.
partly because I didn't want to forget about it for later, but also because I thought there might be something
I haven't made up my mind about you
that would either
yet.
be useful in here or that we could sell. Shadow Hearts, got some sort of secret going on. And they all have their own little tales and stories to tell. Hey Shout, how's it going? Nice to see you. Like little archery emote there. I was out this morning actually doing some archery, a bit of training. How's your shooting going at the moment? A disintegrating journal.
This grove is kept by Sylvanus' faithful.
Oh god, there looks like there could be a lot of stuff going on down here. Stone door?
Something's on my mind.
Damn goblins!
Wait for it to finish cleaning the wound. You should probably get that looked at.
Oh, I was just gonna let it fall off, stick it in my satchel. Ain't letting anyone here near me. They all sat and watched while Zevlor near got us killed.
He let you in, didn't he? It could have been worse.
Oh, very gracious of you. We expected a soft job. Something to test the new lad, maybe, but not a bloody goblin nest. Most would have turned tail at the sight, but not Liam, no. He charged him, the stupid bastard.
I'm guessing that didn't end well.
Nah. He must have thought we were following. Always the optimist was Liam. Hope they cut him down quick before he saw we were gone.
So basically, he charged in like a noob, didn't check that everyone was ready and with him, and got killed. Well, I don't have a whole lot of sympathy for him then. He got classified bowman first class. Hey, congratulations in Barebow. That's nice. Master Bowman next. Don't think we're supposed to steal any of this stuff.
Good to be back behind the walls, have to say. For as long as that lasts. Don't make me hurt you, boy.
Too late! Looking at you is painful enough.
Okay, I better go and see what that little urchin is up to.
And we'll have a dog, right?
They don't allow them in Baldur's Gate. Cats, though?
A little orange cat. And a house with a little door so that it can come and go as it pleases.
And a high fence to keep eavesdroppers out.
Sorry, don't mind me, just passing through. 2 tiefling refugees who'll be looking to get a square of dirt at a public house. He won't. That's not a very gracious thing to say. Didn't mean to interrupt. Good luck to you both.
Thanks. I suppose we'll all need it.
What about you? Big plans for when you get to the city?
Yes, I'm going to raise it to the ground. And raise an army of the undead to conquer the realms. It's the Blushing Mermaid for me. Bit rough, but the ale's cheap. I'll be seeking the warmth of the Elf Song Tavern. A pint and a clean room would do me the world of good. I recognise these lines and these names from somewhere. Let's go for the warmth of the Elf Song Tavern.
I think I've heard of that place. Something about a stuffed dragon's head in one of the dining rooms. It's settled, Dennis. You, me, and the Elf Song Tavern first thing when we arrive. If we see you there, we'll get you a pint. For your finder's fee.
I won't hold out much hope of getting that pint. I'm going to try and read this. The Realm According to Bumpo. Book naturally falls to a dog-eared page in which Bumpo describes more unusual races he's met in his travels. The bird folk.
Stupid are you?
Oh, okay, I remember those. They're nasty screeching things.
I'll talk to the guards in Baldur's Gate. I speak their language.
I'd die if I met Leroic and reeking of
Oh, this is a trader.
I'll never get the smell out of my clothes.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
How's my return to archery competition going? At the moment, I am still injured, so I've not been competing since before Christmas. So I'm trying to get that fixed, seeing various surgeons and physios and stuff. And at the moment, they're still not sure what it is. So the search goes on. Let's see. That forge is holding on by a thread. Are you a smith?
Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
Fingers crossed it'll get sorted. It will. I think we're going in the right direction with things now. The trouble is, the more things we rule out, doesn't necessarily rule anything in. So, yeah, they're a bit baffled at the moment. Let me see your wares, good man. And let me sell some crap. So, the trade, this is just crap to sell, right? Not that. Scroller, do not sell that. Torches, I think we should probably hold on to. Curse of the Vampire. All of those. And we've got these slave mines. I don't really want them. Spiked bulbs and things, I think we can do stuff with that. And the water, we should probably spread that out so everyone's got some water so they can douse themselves when they're on fire.
How many people are dumb enough
Unless we can throw it, that works too. Yeah, a couple of plates, sell the plates. That's pretty good. So if we went back to barter, it doesn't give me anything else. Oh, we do have the other guys to sell though. You've got ringmail armor. Is that not better than what you had? There's no dexterity bonus, otherwise it would be. Okay. And what's that one? Detect. Oh, we've got detect thoughts. Nice. I don't need to barter for that, do I? Just donate? No. Offer me some money. I could try and push my luck with that, but I don't really see the need. You've got cups. Death and resurrection. Can we do... Does this... Okay. I thought it did that. And I probably should just be in the trade section to do with this either. Not interested in bartering. A longsword, that was no good. A trident was no good. The arrow fires and the silver band. Okay, those are good. Are those grease bottles? Keep those. And a shield. Studded shield. Nice. So we've cleaned them out a little bit. It is tempting to buy things from here. Halberd. A D10 -1 slashing. See, these things aren't that great. Arrow of lightning. We will find better stuff than that. Sometimes the armor might be really tempting to go and get, but change shirt +1. If it's got anything special on it, we'll find it. We'll find it. Hey, Pan, you know that electrified fire is a thing, right? Is it? Electrified fire?
I am not grumpy.
Longbow would be nice. Yeah, Catherine, I'm going to get a longbow for a starring, I think. With him being a high elf, he should be able to use that. Do I have to go and speak to... I mean, there's the brat up here. If I remember right from the early access, there was some sort of quest with the kids in this place.